Hey, what's up, you guys? Mixed Emotions here. Welcome back to the next installment of the story of Mixed Emotions, or my creepypasta story. So, in the last before I even continue with this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so you guys know every time I upload a video. And if you guys would like to read along with me, you can click the first or second link in the description box, and you guys can read along with me, or you could read by yourself. But if you guys want, technically I tell a lot of people it's more of an audiobook because there's not really much going on the screen except when I put pictures up. So if you read on Quotive, you'll be able to click on stuff, but now in Wattpad, actually, I've been putting pictures actually in the story. So if you guys are on Wattpad, that's great because you guys can actually see what I'm putting up on the screen, so you don't have to watch my videos unless you want to. I know one of my friends, apparently, when she can't fall asleep, she just watches any video any video of me reading a story on my GSA channel or on this one. She literally just listens. It just helps her fall asleep, which I am flattered by. So, and recently she actually just bought a house, so I have to get in touch with her and see exactly where she lives. So maybe we can hang out at some point. But enough about the Sonic 1245's life. Let's get into my life. So, in the last chapter, chapter 33, my afterlife with Helen and moving out, I decided to tell Helen I want to move out. And we also found out with the last thing of our 1 year together, what the picture of young Jeff and Liu was about. I wanted to adopt 2 boys. And it's really weird, because Helen said, I want a child. He wants 1, okay? He only wanted 1 child, but he's not going to have sex with a girl just to do that, because, he's gay, and literally we are the only ones that do anything sexual, to be honest. At this point in time, I am writing chapter 54, I think? Let me quickly check my file. I think it's 45. Let me find what I'm looking for. Oops. I am writing chapter 64 at this point in time. And you'll find out what that is a lot later. But, and also I told you guys where the house is. The house, the house that we are going to live in, that apparently has been being built, we actually really didn't have to do much. Toby and Domino, they are the 2 that are doing the most help. I mean, we do help, but not very much. Just Domino and Toby, they seem to be doing it with a couple other people who are actually not mentioned in the story, actually, ever. The puppeteer helps, I don't think LJ ever does. I don't think Laughing Jack actually ever helps. I don't think we ever see LJ either. If you guys wonder who LJ is, Eyeless Jack. Well, Laughing Jack is LJ, and then EJ is Eyeless Jack. Later on in the story, I'll be naming Eyeless Jack just Jack. So, just to let you guys know ahead, that's not me, because my name is Mix. EJ, apparently, I'm thinking, I'm never going to put EJ again. I'm not going to put Eyeless Jack all the time, so I just shortened his name to Jack. So, that's who I'm talking about. So, this chapter is the house that we're going to live in is where I get struck by lightning. Chapter 34. So, here we go. Chapter 34. The house plan, and the big day. So this is right when Helen and I walk into the house. We need everyone down here. We have an announcement, Helen and I yelled so everyone could hear us. Jeff, Jane, EJ, Sally, Masky, Hoodie, Toby, Liu, Nurse Ann, and Slender came into the living room. Okay, what's your announcement, Liu asked. Helen and I want to move out. I said, what? Jeff, Jane, EJ, Sally, Masky, Hoodie, Liu, Nurse Ann, and Slender asked. Toby, why aren't you freaking out? Ben asked. I'm not freaking out because I already knew that Mix wanted to move out. But one thing I didn't know is how we got Helen to agree to move out with him, Toby said. Toby, shut your trap, Helen said, getting a little defensive. Baby, cool it, I said, rubbing his back. Helen tensed up, then loosened up and calms down. How long has this been in the works, EJ asked. Well, I've wanted to move out ever since Helen and I tied the knot, I said. What does tie the knot mean, Sally asked. Tie the knot is another way of saying getting married, Liu said. Oh, Sally said. Toby raised his hand. Yes, Toby, I asked. Okay, I have some news for you, Toby said. Really? I asked. Yep, the bottom floor is finished and the walls are too. All that needs to be done is the top floor and the walls of the top floor and the roof, then painting, but I'm sure Helen and you want to do that. So, Toby said, so technically what Toby meant is so there's the basement, that's completely done. The bottom floor and the walls, and then the ceiling of the bottom floor, which is apparently the top's floor, that's completely done. The walls need to be put up on the top floor, and then the roof, and then everything else. And of course, we have two garages built into one, which we have no idea what we're going to do with that yet. I haven't even thought about that. Pretty sure it will come into play. It probably will make it into an indoor pool. I'm not sure. Maybe. But who knows? To be honest, I recently did this chapter over, and I finally found this house. So to be honest, I don't even know, I haven't even thought about it, because apparently the old house we have is not as big as this one, to be honest. So, back to the story. Thanks. How do you get that done, I asked. I hate to interrupt, but I'm sure everyone has something better to do than listen to you gays talk, Jane said. Okay, jeez, bitch. Everyone can go back to what you were doing, I said. Hey guys, want to see the house so far, Toby asked. Yes, Helen and I said at the same time. Toby, Helen, and I start to walk to where Helen and I will be living soon. Here we are, Toby said. Wow, Toby, you did all this? Helen asked. I didn't do it alone, I had some help, Toby said. Who helped you? Helen asked. Me, Domino said, jumping down from the second floor. Hey, Domino, did you design this? Helen asked. Yes and no, Domino said. And who designed it? Helen asked. I did, I said. Yep, Mix made it, but he told me that I can modify his design to what I would think that you and Mix would like. And by the way, I was looking at the blueprints, and you have enough room to make one more bedroom. So you would have 2 main bedrooms for 2 kids if you somehow get kids, and the room for 1 more would be a guest room. Technically, we actually have 2 guest rooms. We have 1 upstairs and 1 in the basement. Really? I asked. Yep. Domino said. Domino, make 1 more bedroom. Helen said. You want to see what it looks like so far? Domino asked. Sure. So, we follow Domino into the house, into the foyer. To the right is the formal dining room. To the left of the foyer is the library, which apparently will be Helen and I's office. Domino leads us past the stairs into the biggest great room. It's bigger than the one in the mansion. He leads us into the dinette room. So, the dinette room apparently is a dining room, but it's not the formal one. And we eat in there actually a lot, unless some people come into play. If you've already read my story, you already know who I'm talking about. To the left is the sunroom. Then we walk into the kitchen, and it has an island, and it's all high tech. Then we have a mudroom with a bathroom. So a mudroom is apparently coming in. So the mudroom apparently is coming in from the garage, and there is a closet. There's a closet, and then there's a bathroom, and then from the mudroom, when you come in the garage, so the garage is here, you come in, here's the mudroom, this way is the laundry. So, the pictures, it'll pop up right here. And then the upstairs is what this will look like. Since there's no walls, this is what the upstairs looks like. Of course, you see my Mix and Helen's bedroom. Then you see our bathroom and our walk-in closet. Then you see Gabe's bedroom and Noah's bedroom. If you look closely at Gabe and Noah's bedroom, you will notice that they have apparently share 1 bathroom, and then the guest room has their own bathroom and own closet. Noah actually has a walk-in closet. Gabe's should have a walk-in closet, but he doesn't mind. But Noah loves his walk-in closet. Gabe doesn't really care that he doesn't. And then the guest bedroom, of course, has its own closet, own bathroom, and, a shower. So, well, that's all we have done. What do you think, Domino asks. I love it so far. I can't wait to move in. Mixed, would you guys like the deck and the covered porch? Domino asked. Sure, I said. But, baby, this place isn't as hidden as you said it would be, Helen said, wrapping his arms around my waist. Well, it was before we started working, and whatever happened to Toby, we may never know, I said, turning to Helen. Do you have a way to make this place more hidden, Domino asked. I'm glad you asked, because I found a way to amplify my powers, I said. What do you mean by powers? Domino asked. Oh, right, Domino, you didn't know about him, Helen said. One thing I started to notice about him is he has fingerless gloves that are always black, except when you and Mix got married. His gloves were just white. Were white like his ducks. Domino said, well, do you even know why he has those on all the time, Helen asked. No, Domino said. I wear them because I have powers, and if I use them and I'm not wearing them, I have fight. I said, really, what are your powers, and what happens to your body when you use them, Domino asked. Well, I have 8 powers. I have a rainbow lightning bolt on my right cheek that shows up when I use my powers. So the first power is when my eyes turn full red, and it corresponds to hot lava. My hair becomes hot lava as well. When my eyes become orange, it corresponds to fire, and my hair becomes engulfed in flames. Next is when my eyes become yellow, it corresponds to sunlight, and my hair shines as bright or brighter than the sun. Green corresponds to nature, and my hair becomes grass. The 5th power I possess is blue, which corresponds to ice. And my hair becomes shards of ice, and my hands become covered in ice spikes. The 6th power I possess is purple. It corresponds to mind control. The second to last power I have is pink, which corresponds to healing. Finally, the last power I possess is white. It corresponds to lightning, I said. I need to see this in action, Domino said. Okay, good, because Helen still hasn't seen what happens when I amplify my powers. Now follow me, I said, turning on my heel and walking outside. Mix, please be careful, don't hurt yourself, Domino said. Helen and Domino follow me outside into the front yard. I take off my glasses and my eyes turn green. Wait, have you tried this before? Helen asked. Nope. I said, what? Helen yelled and asked. Ah! I yelled. Suddenly trees sprang up from the ground, making it harder to see out of the yard. Wow! Domino said. I know, it's kind of freaky, but amazing at the same time, Helen said. I fall to my knees and my hands are on the ground holding me up. Baby, are you okay? Helen asked, running to my side. What happened? Toby said when he saw me on my hands and my knees. He amplified his powers, Helen said. Helen picks me up in his arms and started to dash back to the mansion. Then he barged into Hoodie's room. Nice to see you, too. What happened this time? Hoodie asked, taking out his notebook that has everything about my gloves. He amplified his powers, Helen said. Okay, I don't need to run tests on his hands because I have more than enough information to modify his gloves. Hoodie said, Helen, I choked out. You're okay, baby. You just passed out from amplifying your powers, Helen said. I need his gloves. Do you still have the white ones? Hoodie asked. Yep, I do. I'll put him in bed and switch his gloves, Helen said. Okay, Hoodie said. Helen walks up to my room and strips me down to my boxers and removes my lipstick. Then he took off my gloves, then put the white gloves on me and put me in my bed, put the covers over me, dropped the black gloves off in Hoodie's room. Then Helen came back into my room and strips down to his boxers and gets in the bed with me, then wraps his arms around me, and we closes his eyes, and we fall into a deep sleep. 3 weeks later, I have my black gloves back, and they are modified. Helen and I have been packing for the past several days, so we are ready to move out. We would be able to move out ASAP, or ASAP. Liu? It's open, Helen said. Hey guys, you can leave anytime today. The house got done yesterday, Liu said. You ready, baby? I asked. Yep. Liu, is Jeff here? Helen asked. I believe so. I believe so, but I'm not sure where he would be right now, Liu said. Okay, thanks, Helen said, grabbing my hand. After grabbing his backpack that he took from my own room when I wasn't looking, he took a liking to it, so I gave it to him. And actually, I think... Yes, I have the backpack right here. So this is what the backpack looks like. It's an over the shoulder It's an over-the-shoulder laptop backpack. He took it from my room, of course, and we took everything from my room, and he liked it a lot, so I decided to give it to him. Why do we need Jeff with us, I asked. He can teleport. It would make it easier to move, Helen said. And Storm runs to my side, and I put him on the leash, then I grab my backpack, then grab Helen's hand, and Helen and I walk to our new house. At the house, this is the beginning of the rest of your life. Of the rest of our life, I said, then kiss Helen. Cliffhanger. So that's the end of this chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are enjoying the remastered version I'm doing, and to be honest, I'm really liking this background. I think I might keep it this way. So, that's the end of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this chapter. I know I had as much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did when I was typing it. But yeah, if you guys have been, if you guys saw my old videos, and you might notice in this remastered version that there's some stuff that was in the stories, because the story was terrible. Back then, I didn't know much about writing. I was just, I didn't know the story was gonna grow into this gigantic thing that I am somewhat known for. But, so don't forget, okay, so something that I need to bring to your attention, Twitter, I deleted my account. So that's not there. But of course, my Instagram, my TikTok, which I actually restarted my TikTok, so my TikTok is different. It's technically a TikTok that I made. It's just for me. So the Sonic1245, his TikTok is still up, but he doesn't make videos because I take over and I do TikTok. He does not. And if you guys have noticed, I've been on that TikTok for the longest time. Almost any video he did before, like all his recent videos, I'm the character. I'm the person he plays. So, since apparently he said Mix is the only one that does TikToks, and I'm never out of cosplay in them. A lot of people say it's not cosplay because it looks like regular clothes. I call it cosplay, so whatever. But yeah, so mine is _only_mixed_emotions. That will be in the description box below. You guys will be able to apparently see my username, and also don't forget to follow my Instagram, my Tumblr, my art page Instagram, and of course follow me on TikTok. Because I don't have very many followers. I was like up maybe like 5K, and now I'm like in the I'm like in double digits. I think I'm like at 60 something. But I want more, okay? You don't have to like anything about creepypasta. You don't need to like anything about that. As long as you apparently like to see me act like a complete fool, you'll like my TikToks. And if you like Beetlejuice, so I did 6 recently, but before all of that, if you guys go in correlation, like if you guys go like in order, you'll be able to see the Beetlejuice musical of every song. So I will see you guys next time. And until then, now back to this bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in press. YouTube, what's good?